Mrs. K and I are making our way from Lexington, North Carolina to Arrington, Tennessee. But along the way, we had to stop right here in Pigeon Forge to catch the Dolly Parton Stampede. We're gonna have dinner and a show, and then we'll continue our way to Arrington. Specifically, we're going to Arrington Vineyards. We're also gonna find out about Nashville chicken. I've heard so much about it. I hear it's delicious. Not sure what wine I'll pour with that, but come with me and let's go see what they're pouring for us tomorrow. After a scenic drive through the breathtaking Appalachian Mountains, I made my first stop in Pigeon Forge, a mountain town in eastern Tennessee. What was once a simple valley of lush farmlands has become a premier vacation destination, largely thanks to one of the area's most famous residents, the one and only Dolly Parton. The city takes its unique name from its two distinct parts of its history. Pigeon comes from the now extinct passenger pigeons that were so numerous they once darkened the sky, while Forge is a nod to the Bloomery Forge built by Isaac Love back in 1817. Pigeon Forge's transformation began in the 1960s with a humble attraction called Rebel Railroad. This property, which later became Gold Rush Junction and then Silver Dollar City, eventually partnered with Dolly Parton in 1986. With Dolly's star power and a brilliant marketing plan, the park, now known as Dollywood, became Tennessee's top attraction and secured Pigeon Forge's place as a top family resort destination in the Southeast. My first stop on this Tennessee journey is at Dolly Parton's Stampede, a dinner show that promises a fantastic feast and an even better show. It's a truly unique experience with thrilling horse riding stunts, incredible special effects, and a phenomenal music production. It's an unforgettable show, and I can't wait to see what else Tennessee has in store for us on this trip. So this leg of the trip is a little bit longer. I'm driving from Lexington, North Carolina, all the way to Murfreesboro, Tennessee. That's about an 8-hour drive. So we decided to cut that in half and end up staying the night right here in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Got to stay right alongside the Little Pigeon River. It was a really nice location, and caught Dolly Parton's Stampede show last night. That was a lot of fun. Anyway, I'm going to finish this cup of coffee, and then we're going to head on over to Arrington Vineyards today. We're going to pick up some Nashville Hot Chicken somewhere along the way. So come with me, and let's go see what they're pouring for us today. After an unforgettable night in Gatlingburg, I drove over to Murfreesboro, Tennessee. It's home to some fantastic attractions, but my destination was the renowned Arrington Vineyards. Co-owned by none other than the country music star Kix Brooks, the vineyard sits on a stunning 95-acre property boasting 16 acres of meticulously tended vines. Arrington Vineyards first opened its doors in 2007, but the story began years earlier when Kip Summers and a fellow wine enthusiast planted the very first vines on what was once a 25-acre hog farm. The concept of a true wine country experience in the heart of Middle Tennessee grew rapidly. When Kix Brooks joined the team, he brought a vision that transformed the adjacent cattle farm into the stunning vineyard it is today. They quickly made their mark on the wine world when their 2004 Syrah won Best of Show at the 2007 Wines of the South wine competition. Since then, the vineyards have continued to expand, adding new tasting rooms, a large pavilion, and even a grand barn that serves as a retail shop and a live music venue. As I walked through the property, I could feel the passion and dedication that has gone into creating this space. It's time to sample some of their wines and find out about this experience they call Nashville's wine country for myself. On you guys, because you don't look like you're 21. So.
Oh, we are.
Are you all 21?
Yeah.
No way. All right, might have to see some IDs on you guys. All right, come on, give me something. Come on. You gotta make the clip.
Hey, no, throw this first.
Yeah.
Hey, throw this first. No, we're not gonna hype you up. Yo, hey. Square sesh. Hey, what's your name on YouTube?
Cowboy Sam.
Cowboy Song. Okay.
Yes.
Everybody subscribe to him. Everybody subscribe. That's YouTube page. Can you add our page?
Absolutely. What's your page?
Square Sesh. It's on
Square
TikTok.
Sesh.
It's on TikTok. Our TikTok is.
It's on TikTok. You got
Square
it.
Sesh GC.
Square Sesh GC. All right. On my way to Arrington Vineyards, I was able to swing by and pick up one of Nashville's most legendary culinary creations, hot chicken. This is more than just fried chicken. It's a dish with a fiery reputation and a fascinating history. The legend of hot chicken dates back to the 1930s. The story goes that a man named Thornton Prince was being punished by a lover who was angry with him. She attempted to get revenge by preparing a plate of fried chicken with an incredible amount of cayenne pepper. But instead of being punished, Prince fell in love with a fiery flavor. He went on to create his own recipe, and the rest is culinary history. Hot chicken is defined by its intense heat, which comes from a cayenne-based paste or oil slathered onto a crispy, deep-fried chicken. Traditionally served on a slice of white bread with dill pickles, the dish creates a beautiful dance of flavors. The fiery spice balanced by a touch of sweetness and the cool, acidic crunch of the pickle. One of the most popular places to get a taste of this iconic dish is Hattie B's. Founded in 2012, this family-owned spot has become a true destination, known for its simple menu and various heat levels, from southern, with no heat at all, to the terrifying shut the cluck up. The atmosphere is always buzzing, with lines often stretching out the door, but the wait is well worth it for a taste of this Nashville legend. We are at Arrington Vineyards in Arrington, Tennessee, and this is just an amazing experience. It's a little wet today. It's actually a lot wet. There's almost nobody here, so we're all in this little lodge area, so I apologize if it's a little loud today. On the way over, I stopped by Hattie B's to get the Nashville Hot Chicken. And I didn't wimp out and go medium, I went hot. Okay, that's the proof right there. Anyway, so I'm trying to figure out which one of these wines that we tasted here at Arrington are gonna pair best with this Nashville Hot Chicken. And I actually have two choices here. The first one is this Arrington Stag's White, which I tried just a bit ago, and it comes off as like almost a fruit cocktail. I'm not kidding. Like, remember those little canisters of fruit cocktail with the one cherry in it when you were a kid? That's what this smells like, and almost tastes like when you drink it. And then we have the Merlot, and Bonnie here said this was her favorite pairing with the Nashville Hot Chicken. And to be honest with you, I didn't think it was going to be very rock solid. But let's give this a go and see what happens. And I always like to taste first, take a bite of the food, and then come back and revisit. That's the way I like to do my pairings. So let's go with the Stag White. As I told you, you get a whole lot of that cocktail, a whole lot of that fruit cocktail, and it does have a little bit of that cherry wing in that one little cherry. Anyway, let's give it a taste.
It's just slightly sweet, just a smidge there. And as you know from all my other episodes, you put that with some hot, it's gonna go really well. Let's take a bite. Hattie B's is the original, I guess, is what they say. If it's not the original, it's for sure the highest acclaimed Nashville Hot Chicken sandwich place in Nashville. I've heard it from many of the locals, and man, does that live up, and it's delicious. And it's just a smidge hot. It's actually perfection. Let's see how it pairs with this wine. That is good. It actually did go a little bit more savory than I would have expected with those spices from the Nashville Hot. Still a little bit fruit forward, and the sweetness does cut that heat. Let's take one more bite. Actually, let's try the Merlot first, as I said, and then we'll go for a bite and come back and see how this Merlot holds up. This Merlot actually has a lot of oak on it, and you can smell a lot of vanilla and a lot of cherry. Let's give it a go on the palate. Yeah, you get a little bit of spice dill, a little bit of cardamom on that, and then that it kind of goes a little bit more black fruit on the palate, a little more blackberry, a little bit of black plum. Let's try the sandwich and then revisit. Again, Hattie B's has it nailed. Let's try this Merlot. All right, I got to give Bonnie a lot of credit. She must have tried these two before, and being a local, that's probably true. That goes a whole lot more vanilla, a whole lot more custard after you have the spice. And that Merlot actually holds up pretty well. I wouldn't have expected it. I would have thought a little more bitterness when it came out, but actually that's not the case. So if I had to compare the two, I got to give Bonnie a win here. Bonnie paired the right wine, and the Merlot is the winner of which one of these wines in Arrington pairs with the Nashville Hot Chicken. Okay, so you know I gave Bonnie full credit for the Merlot with this Nashville Hot Chicken, but there's one little caveat. It didn't have the slaw on it yet. So I went ahead and put the slaw on it that comes from Hattie B's, and now when you take a bite of that, there's just a little bit of creaminess now. And now you go back to the Stag's White. Oh yeah, it's like cream. It just comes right down. So smooth, so elegant, so fruity, really delicious. So if you're gonna do the Nashville Hot with the slaw, now you're back to the white wine. So we just finished the wine tasting and the pairing here at Arrington Vineyards in Arrington, Tennessee. Picked up Hattie B's Nashville Hot on the way, and it was delicious, paired perfectly once you had the slaw on it with the white stag, but Bonnie was right. The Merlot without the slaw was the right pairing. So if you get by to Arrington, say hi to Bonnie for me and make sure you tell them the Cowboy Som sent you in. I also need to make a little note here. When I was at Hattie B's, I discovered these chicken skin crisps. These are pretty nice actually. They are hot Nashville seasoned, they're delicious, and I'm wondering what I'm gonna pair with that tonight. Who knows? Anyway, I'm gonna say so long for now, and I hope I get to see you somewhere on the wine trail.